More dungeons.
More dungeons.
More dungeons.
3, 2, 1.
You're not fucking sorry.
That problem, Jim.
I'm not sorry. No, you're right. I'm not.
All right. Well, welcome back to another episode of Server Restart In. It's your weekly World of Warcraft podcast where three opinionated players get together to discuss their thoughts about the current state of the game. My name is Jim, joined by Kristen.
Hello.
And Brian.
Hello.
And 9.2 has been out for 4 days now. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 4 days, yeah. I can count. I don't know why I started on Thursday.
I don't know.
Because it came out on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
But,
Eh.
Yeah, so you guys...
I like that roly-poly, dude.
Pocopoc?
Haven't gotten that roly-poly dude yet because the game sucks.
Oh my god. It does not
You don't
suck.
like it?
No. I'm not enjoying it. I logged on the other day and I played a lot. And of that a lot that I played, I approximately had fun 10% of the time.
You're just picking arbitrary numbers. You don't have any basis in fact for your numbers at all.
I really am. I'm just picking arbitrary numbers. I mean,
There was a few instances where some of the quests were bugged and
that was
and
stupid.
some of the treasure stuff you can't unlock until you get the roly-poly dude.
And that
kind of thing.
If that is the case, then they should have put the roly-poly dude in first.
Hey, guess what? They don't show up on your map if you don't use add-ons that point out every goddamn fucking treasure. So that's not their fault. They didn't design it to be...
They should. They know that people use these. They design their raids based on people using add-ons. So why wouldn't they design the other stuff based on that as well?
Look, you're getting ahead of yourself. It's worth the trip to unlock the dude because, I don't know, today I think I finished up the chapter 2 or
Oh
3.
God, there's chapters?
Yeah. There's only like 7 of them. I don't know if
Right, but you can only do 3 this week, right?
3 or 4 or no, I'm sorry, 2 or 3. I don't know if I completed it and 3 starts next week or if I completed 3 and 4 starts next week. I don't know. I think I'm 3 out of 7. So yeah, I think the first 3. So, but I don't know. I enjoyed the experience. I took my time. I read all the quests, did all the quests that were available.
I appreciate that.
Listened to everybody do their, idle chat type stuff, talking about different things. You learn about the enlightened ones, which are the broker expedition that came there and decided that they wanted knowledge instead of selling shit. So they stuck around and they dropped their cartel names. So instead of being like...
Nobody's concerned about, like, how they got there, why they're there, anything like that. Nobody cared.
Well, no. Because the one dude you talk to, he's like, there's tales of an expedition that was sent out to find this location, and they've been gone for centuries, right? They've been gone. They were considered lost, but the fact that they found... So are you talking about how they were able to enter into Zereth Mortis without...
Yeah, like, and that was...
I mean, maybe we'll find out. Maybe that's kind of one of the things is they somehow managed to get here, and as we go through...
Oh my gosh.
What?
I knew it the whole time. Venereal is the jailer.
Oh my god.
Venereal.
But, there's, you get a pet when you go through some of the stuff. It's like a little salamander robot thing. And that's a pretty neat quest line. I don't know. It's just
The fact that you can customize your little buddy is kind of cool.
Oh yeah, I picked up a safari hat for him. Like I clicked on it and it goes, "Oh, costume options." Oh, safari hat? Okay. I don't know where the fuck I got it. I can't find anything on Wowhead.
Well, that was the first thing. The first thing that I hit as soon as I got in was the treasure that's like up top of the spheres or whatever.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. Well, no, there's
So I started heroic leaping everything I could find to get these treasures.
So
and I went through and I got all the treasures.
Jesus Christ!
I
can't find half of them.
There's a lot of vertical space, and there's a lot of like jumps on those orbs that you have to figure out and all that stuff, and it's kind of annoying. The jumping stuff in this game
is shitty.
It's not as good as like Guild Wars 2 jumping puzzles were.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the control while you're in the air is not as accurate as it is in Guild Wars 2.
Yeah.
It's like
even the jumping velocity is like always feels weird. Like it feels like you overshoot everything. It's like I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, like one of the first ones is like you get up on this one orb and you jump to this other small orb, and like if you jump too far close to the edge of the one orb, you overshoot it. So you kind of have to step back and just run a little bit and jump from like the center of the orb to land on it, and it's weird doing it as a Torn because everything is like, you don't know if something's going to clip you and prevent you from making
the jump. Break it.
Yeah. But yeah, so there's a couple of them that you can get to. I think there's one right in the first area when you come in through the gate. Or it's in Haven, I don't know. But heroic leaping is cheating.
It really is, and it works like everywhere here. I was heroic leaping like on things I couldn't technically see. And I'm pretty sure I wasn't supposed to be on at a certain point where the overlookers are when you get the quest to throw down the portal and bounce back and forth. I got up there with heroic leap. And I'm like, I don't know what these guys are, but this is kind of weird. And then I got to the quest, and I'm like, oh, well, shit, I should have just waited, I guess. But
well, the thing I don't like about that,
as soon as I realized I could start jumping, I jumped all over the place.
So the thing I don't like about that quest is sometimes you'll put the portal down, and it'll take you back to the place you've already been. And I don't know if that's because there's still something there to get or what, but that was kind of annoying.
Oh, no, I thought it was just completely random because I'm like trying to find the best one so I could get back to the guy, like near the cave or whatever, and it just kept putting me on the other side of the map, and I'm like, God, I just want to go back.
Yeah. Let's see what else. So they introduced the 3 different cipher puzzles. So there's one where it's like, I don't know if it's like an 8x8 grid or something like that, and you have to click on the side to like either turn on or turn off some of the lots or the lights or the squares and try to get them all to be dark, which, that one's not that bad. That one's pretty easy. There's one where it's like the puzzle game where you click on something, it'll turn that one on, or it'll trigger that one plus everything in a cross around it, so up, down, left, and right. So that one's kind of a pain in the ass. And then there's the one where you have to either find a pair of 3 where nothing matches, or a pair of 3 where some things match. Like the number
Did you actually finish the light one? Because I had the game. I had the game when I was little.
Yeah.
Like I had the little light game where you press the buttons to try to eliminate the lights. And I couldn't do it then, and I still can't do it now.
Oh, yeah, no, I did them all.
I just stopped playing it because I'm like, I was having fun, and then I'm like, I can't figure out the last pattern. I get one light left, and that's it. And I remember I have freaking trauma from having that little handheld tiger toy game with the lights.
If you get down to one light like that, it's best to just reset and start over. Because
Jim,
I don't know how to solve it that way.
Joe,
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's what I did.
No, I just quit it. The other one's stupid. Or the first one. The first one's stupid. Like
that one's pretty easy.
You just click the. That's what I saw one say. Like there's no puzzle to it, right? At least at least in Nazjatar, right? I could play Bejeweled all day
I loved
long.
that.
Okay.
I
And
loved
I can
that.
undo the lines.
Okay.
All
Hold
day
on.
long.
Me too.
Hold on.
That was so much
Hold
fun.
on. Time out. I have news
Okay,
for you.
time out, Jim.
I have news for you. Those puzzles are in there.
Well, that's good.
I found a chest that was, or a puzzle or something that was the ley lines. It was exactly the same, and I've seen the Bejeweled ones, like screenshots of it. So
It'll probably be the only thing that I enjoy in this expansion.
oh my god,
That is
No.
fucking salty as shit, isn't she?
she just wants to hate it.
I don't want to
She's
hate
not even,
it.
she's not even trying to like it.
I mean,
I
I'm not gonna
was
lie.
trying.
It's not like
I spent a long time. I got renown 80.
Yeah, you spent most of the time you played the other day getting your renown up,
I did.
not playing the new content.
Yeah, then when I went into the new content, I got annoyed.
Yeah, because you know the
why did you not play the new content? It gives you renown like for every quest. If
Oh,
you're
I
lacking
didn't.
it.
I didn't know that.
Oh, I didn't know that
But-
either.
You wasted so much time
Yeah,
So-
I mean,
because
I
I was like,
played
I was
all
playing.
afternoon. It was crazy. I played a lot. It was
Oh.
I really did play for a number of hours. Like
I won't lie. Like the patch is not like. I'm not clamoring to go back and play it by any means, but I actually
yeah.
enjoyed my time while I was in there.
I was frustrated.
Running around's kind of annoying a little bit,
Yep.
but
well,
hopefully flying is not that far away.
I was just frustrated because of the stupid jumping puzzles and not being able to find the treasures, and that was frustrating. And
The problem is they put stuff in there that wasn't handed to you on a platter, right?
yes,
They put things in there where you had to kind of think a little bit,
I didn't
or
want to think.
jump through a few hoops to get it. Okay, sorry.
I see a lot of jumping puzzles so far. I
Oh,
mean, I'm not completely
lot
done
of
with chapter
them.
3 yet, but like, I didn't see a whole hell of a lot. And even then, like, there was like even with the portal quest, like it put me in spots where I would have been. Anyways, so it wasn't. I don't know. It didn't feel all that bad, but I will say, like, the one thing that really irks me. Actually, maybe I'm done with the third. I don't know. I have World Quest open. Maybe that opened after chapter 2.
No, that one
but-
opens up after chapter 2, and then you have to do world quests, find rares and treasures, and do dailies to get that assisting meter up to 100%. And I think that finishes the third chapter.
Okay. Well, so opening up the World Quest, and then I saw Anima again, and then I just wanted to turn it off and delete my characters, and then quit, and then
Why? Because it gave you anima?
pay them to lock my account up. I'm just tired of World Quest Anima shit, Jim.
I'm just tired of them taking up all my bag spots with it. Let me just frickin' use it from the stupid. Let me just click on it. Like
I just want something. I just want something different. Just give us tons of fucking gear. I don't even care at this point. I don't care. Give me
get 3 different
random
types.
fucking drops of shit over and over and over. I'm just tired of
I got a
seeing it.
ring from one of the daily quests. I mean, it's just gonna be on a
No,
rotation.
I know, but like what, four popped up or whatever, and then like 2 were anima, and I'm like, oh well, that's not exciting. Like the whole point of World Quest, I feel like before was that they were distinct in some way. Like I don't know,
By the
it's
gear that
World
you
Quest
got.
in this expansion completely just do the donkey a little bit, you know?
Yeah, I
Really-
think the
really screwing
problem
the
with
pooch.
it, the problem with that was that they made anima in the beginning of the patch kind of scarce and not easy to get a lot of. So like that whole get 1,000
Right.
anima wasn't something you could go do in like 2 hours, right? It was something that they wanted you to do throughout the week, so that way, you know, you'd get it done by the end of the week. There'd be enough of that stuff to do, you know, without having to make it feel like.
And it'd be a different story if we didn't have 400 currencies in this expansion.
Yeah.
Like there's a currency for everything, and then like stop. It bad Jim.
I'm sorry.
Bad.
I just
Don't
like
do
I
it.
like to diversify my portfolio.
Oh my gosh, yes, it's like cryptocurrency. It's like Jesus, come on.
Yeah. That's exactly it.
It's a Woj coin. Woj
Oh my
coin.
goodness.
Wow coin.
Wow coin. It's just annoying. It's just annoying. Even like, oh my gosh! But let me tell you, I love the Gauntlet, the Jailer's Gauntlet.
Oh yeah, that I was going
Love
to
it.
talk about that. That is amazing. It's 8 floors of you just go into a circle and there's portals and mobs just spawn and you kill them and they drop powers and you pick powers up and then you go to the next level and that's it.
And you got to get powers like while you're killing other stuff too. That was the crazy part. Like I had to do a little gym in, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I
get
think
my,
at a certain point you can just wait to pick them up, you know. But like in the beginning, maybe
Yeah,
you
well-
might be a little power starved, you know.
On level two, layer two. Yeah, that's when I was like, okay, I'm starting to feel the pressure a little bit.
Yeah,
so I'm
I
gonna
did
go and
layer
start
2.
grabbing these.
I did layer 2. I tried layer 3, and that was a little rough.
Is it only solo, or can you do it in a group?
Oh, you could do it in a group.
Interesting.
Yeah, we should do
No,
something.
I love it. I love it. I
maybe,
love it. Love
maybe
it. Love
when
it.
we're done with this, we could give it a shot. I don't know. But yeah, no, it feels good. Now I think each layer gives you different things because I got a pet in the first one. The second layer gave me a Hearthstone, a dominated Hearthstone or whatever the hell it was. I don't know if they give.
I thought it was the Hearthstone, the game board.
Oh,
Because I'm like, oh, cool, that's awesome. And I went to click it, and it's like this portal. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Oh, I'm hearthing. Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Oh, look.
Oh,
I'm
imagine a
hurting.
Hearthstone makes you hearth.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was the Hearthstone game though. Like
Yeah.
you put it down like you have already, but
Yeah, that's okay. Maybe next time. Maybe submit a ticket and see if they'll change it for you.
at least start doing something. Even though we have 400 Hearthstone toys now.
Well, I mean,
Oh well.
I put mine on what I use Opie or Opie or whatever it is, and I got a Hearthstone one that just randomly cycles through it. So like,
Oh,
so
that's
each time you
cool.
use it, it rotates it or whatever. So it'll be
Yeah.
different, or you can go in and manually select it, kind of thing. You know, so I have all like those regular Hearthstone ones there. It's neat, you know, because you never kind of know what you're gonna get, and then every now and then you get the fucking,
like a box of chocolates, right?
Yeah, you never know what you're gonna get. Yeah, just fucking Forrest Gump that shit.
So you said you tried layer 3.
I tried
Did you
layer
finish it?
3, and I was getting my ass kicked on the first floor.
Oh, damn.
And it was just one elite, and I don't know if it was just that elite or if it was just the powers I took, or if it's I'm probably below the recommended for layer 3 because I think layer 1 is recommended 230,
Oh.
and if you look at the recommended here, let's find out because
That's crazy.
yeah, in layer 2 I wasn't too bad. Let's see. Layer 1 is 230. Layer 2 is 245. Layer 3 is 260. And layer 4 is 275. Those are the recommended eye level. Now, obviously, different classes. That's just a base level.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. The warrior is completely overpowered, in
I think a
that
blood
stuff.
decay would probably be okay. Things might take a long time. But I could probably do a layer 3 on that. But it looks like there's only 4 layers.
Yeah, that's what it looked like on the thing.
Yeah.
Because the next one's like a title or something.
I
I don't know what the thing is for the 4.
Mount. I
Oh,
believe
there's a mount?
the colossal ebon claw maw rat. It's the maw rat mount. Oh, I think we looked
Oh,
at that
that's
one.
cool.
We
yeah.
did?
Yeah, it's just basically like a giant maw rat with
Wow.
armor on.
I kind of want it.
Mall rat. I like
Maw,
that movie.
not a mall rat, but a maw
Mall
rat.
I like that. Mall
Oh,
rats.
mall rat. Gotcha.
Yeah. Layer 3 is the Gauntlet Runner's name or whatever title. Oh, Gauntlet Runner.
The runner of gauntlets.
Yeah. So I mean, you don't. Let's see, and you get the not chaos, whatever the fucking Is it chaos? What's the fucking new legendary currency?
Oh, I don't remember.
Whatever, you get that shit.
That's not cinders, right?
No.
No, that was the second one. This one.
Ash, cinders,
It's called chaos something or
coconuts.
cosmic flux.
Cosmic Flux, that's it.
Not chaos, cosmic flux. Which is funny because I guess at one point I had picked up a couple of those tokens from the Great Vault. So I had 3 of them because none of the options were any good. I'm like, oh, well, I need to clean my bag out. What can I go buy? And you can buy Cosmic Flux with it right now. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I got like another 1,500. It wasn't too bad. Speaking of the Great Vault, there has been some changes made. No, these aren't bad.
Yeah.
So they changed the raid vault.
They deleted it.
Yep, they changed the raid vault. So now instead of 3, 6, and 9, it's 2, 5, and 8 to get the different layers or the different rewards. So you don't have to kill 3 bosses. You don't have to kill 2. So there's new thresholds for that. They also made the 3rd mythic plus 1 need 8 dungeons, not 10. And then they dropped the honor required for the 3rd slot from 6,250 down to 5,500. So they've kind of like reduced some of the rewards, so you don't necessarily have to.
Pretty nice, especially the 2 boss thing.
Oh yeah, I mean it's like
our raids,
especially with, our raids, depending on the content. Especially when we first start, it takes us a little bit to kind of get our feet underneath us. So being able to get 2 bosses down, I think would be not too difficult, depending on the bosses, I guess. But, it's a lot more obtainable than 3 sometimes. Like if we were to like clear it and start heroic, getting 2 bosses down on heroic is definitely easier than 3. So not that, that's neither here nor there, but let's see. They also confirmed
Where is it, Jim? It's not here nor there.
It's everywhere?
Where could it be?
Nowhere?
Oh, and in between.
Yeah. They stated that they are not resetting honor points at the start of Season 3. I guess so that players can start saving up to upgrade the PvP gear, which, whatever. I don't know what that means for anything, but yeah, I don't know. I think that so far the best thing that they've put in for this patch is the Jailer's Gauntlet, only because I don't know if there's ways to get other stuff or if it's just, you get those rewards for those layers or whatnot. Who knows? But
that is the shitty part. Like if if it's like the regular Torghast stuff, and they only got one little reward, it's just not good, right? Give me something to strive for, right?
Yeah.
If you can do what you can do with Mythic Plus and gear and the way it scales, then give me a chance, right? Especially if I'm spending like 45 minutes in this thing, give me a chance to bust my ass for a nice piece of loot.
Oh, apparently the 5 death rule is back, and there's a terrier again, even though we killed him in the Gauntlet.
Oh, in regular Torghast?
In the Gauntlet. No. So the Gauntlet
comes in and whoops your ass.
So the Gauntlet doesn't have the box of anything doesn't apply. So the talent tree doesn't apply to this, but there's no torments or blessings. So it doesn't get difficult like that. There's no timer. The death rule is back, so it's back to the death timer kind of thing. And then if you die, the boss resets. They've reset to full health. So, which I did die a couple of times. So, but there's no trash packs, there's no traps, there's no events, puzzle or chest, no phylacteries, no maw rats, and no souls to rescue it all. So it is just straight go in and just kill the one stuff. Let's see. all the stuff you get from Venari to upgrade it applies to there. Yeah. Let's see. It doesn't say anything about any type of rewards. At the end, you have a chance to be awarded a random item such as a Deathbound Shard, which is what you can do to get upgrade your conduits to 252, or cosmetic rewards you would normally get when you run Adamant Vault. Yeah, because the last layer is basically like an Adamant Vault layer. So Adamant Vault, I think, was if you were to get a perfection on the regular wings, you would then do floors 7 and 8. You know, they stop at 6, but like 7 and 8 were Adamant Vault. So if you got a score of 200 or more, you'd unlock them and go do that. So they do have, so like that's kind of why the floor 8 is Adamant Vault themed. So you can get toys or cosmetic items that way. There's achievement points for each layer, which is no big deal. So yeah, I mean, there are still things that you can get, but I don't know what the drop rate on them are or whatnot, you know? So who knows? It's something though.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Bo knows. I'm not quite sure what. So the raid unlocks this week and on Tuesday.
Does it?
Yeah, March
God,
1st.
It's been 2 weeks already.
It's only 1 week.
Oh.
It unlocks on the 1st, which means that on the 6th we will be stepping foot into it. Hopefully.
Oh God.
I don't think it'll be that bad. You may. The one thing is that
No more shards.
Yeah, you might want to look at gear we've been getting so far in here to replace some of those things, since they are not effective. So there's necessarily no point in having the shard itself.
I've been replacing that stuff with. I set my loot spec to balance, and I've been replacing the stuff with the quest stuff.
Well, you may want to do a check on it.
Yeah.
Just to see, because when
we
raid this week, we're still doing Sanctum, so they're still useful. And they work in Toriast, and they work in the Maw, so... Because that's where they were designated from. Or designated for. It's interesting to see, though, too, that, like, the first couple of quests that you do in the new zone give you the same pair of gloves with a different outdoor effect on them.
Yeah, and the travel ones don't stack.
Yeah, the mount speed and the mount speed definitely does not stack with other movement.
It doesn't work at all, because my druid doesn't have a mount speed increase. And I don't get anything. There's nothing. So, I don't think, is there a guild one anymore?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe?
Because
that's a good question.
Because I'm at 209% is what my thing says.
For a regular mounted speed?
Yeah.
Well, that's higher than normal.
But it's like that whether I'm wearing them or not, whether I'm mounted or not. Or well,
I don't know. I'd have to take a look and see, even though I can't see because I'm a DK. It should impact your regular movement speed, though.
It does impact movement speed, but not mounted.
Then you have some sort of aura that
I don't.
It's not stacking with. I mean, it might be just built into cat form.
Nope.
Or into travel form.
But what I'm saying is, I'm not in travel form. I'm on a mount.
I don't know.
I specifically, because I know that there's issues with travel form, because they're like, oh, travel form isn't a mount, which is ridiculous because you are mountable. So it is a mount.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So
I haven't looked to see if it's listed as a bug or whatnot. If there hasn't been a post, I mean, I'm sure if somebody brings it up that they'll talk about it.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that'll happen.
Oh, could you stop being such a pessimist? They have been really good.
Don't stop. I love it.
They have been a lot better with everything.
I mean, they've known about all of this stupid druid stuff for forever. And
Oh man, yes.
they don't.
Nobody cares about druids.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
you got a new cheetah form, okay?
And it would have been great if with that new cheetah form came an actual fix to the mounted speed.
Oh my
But
god,
it didn't. So I mean,
it
they
does.
gave us-
It does look good.
It
Though.
does look really good. Yeah. I mean, I liked the old cheetah form though.
The old cheetah form was
mean, it was a little-
I
nostalgic.
do
was a
like
little
it too. It's so
blocky.
classic. Yeah.
Yeah.
They
But
should-
I liked it.
I really wonder if they have a glyph in there to set that. They really should.
To what? To put the old one?
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be nice.
it would be nice. It would be, you know, it would be nice if
Don't druids have like the most glyphs just because of that?
Probably.
I know.
We have so many.
I think that's instead of taking something out, right?
Add more.
Like take it out, sure. Like, but don't like completely remove it. Like take it out and make it not the default. But if you so choose, you can go, get a glyph or make it or buy it.
That's on me.
Oh, I got a turkey in the oven. Make it or buy it. And why are you laughing? I'm cooking a turkey.
He's got a bun in the oven.
I have to go check. I have to go check on it.
So
I got a turkey in the oven.
Hey, when you're gonna eat keto, you need a lot of meat, and turkey is high protein, low
Turkey,
fat.
it is.
So it's a good.
do you need to go check on your turkey?
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm gonna pause it.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
Do you
I need to
go
blow my nose
check
anyways.
on your turkey?
All right. Well, the turkey has been basted, and we can get back to our normal wild programming. Yeah. So I don't know. It's funny because it seems like right now.
Gosh.
It seems like right now that the new zone is kind of set up to be get in and get out, right? Get in, do your dailies, kill some rares or whatever, and do the world quest, and then get out. So it doesn't necessarily take as much time. It's not as, I guess, involved as Korthia was, which I think that was a lot of feedback that they got about Korthia. So I guess they've made it so that it's not quite as involved for this one. And then, I see people going, there's nothing to do. Which,
Here?
yeah. Like,
Really?
well, not enough to do, I guess. It's like you can go in and get it done relatively quick. Once you get the story stuff done, which you could have blown through that in like a day, honestly, right? So there's probably people that blew through all that stuff, go out there, and then there's like a couple dailies and couple world quests, and then it's kind of done. So if you're at that stage, there's not really necessarily that much you can do. So I don't know. It just seems that like there's always this whole it's too much stuff to do, or there's not enough stuff to do, and it's just like they can't win. It's like they listen to these loud voices and they, make changes accordingly, thinking that it's probably a good idea or whatever. And then, it just goes to show that nobody's happy ever. And people just want something to complain about. And it's like, I don't know how the farming for the mats for the pet forge will go, which I think I need to look at that because it should be unlocked at this point. I think after you complete chapter 3, whatever that forge is, or that synthesis forge for the pets is, I'll have to go look at that. But, which, I mean, I don't know, I'm kind of fine with it, one way or the other, but it'd be nice if there was a lot of like stupid optional things like archaeology. You know what I mean? Just something that has no bearing
Like
on
archaeology makes sense here, kind of, right? Like
it kind of does, except you would find things. Well, I guess it would make sense if you were to use Farim, the the dude that we first meet, they got exiled and all that stuff. Since he's been there for so long and studied a lot, he could be a point to introduce archaeology. He could be the person that you take the things to and explains it to you, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like that, as opposed to, because they've been there for a while, so there are information that they have gathered. Even though I guess he couldn't break the cipher until we got Pocopoc out and started running around doing the cipher stuff. So I guess maybe he's not that smart. So maybe really we can't have archaeology because he's a dum-dum.
Maybe.
I don't know. Yeah, it'd be nice if there was just a few more things to do that were not, I don't know, like main player benefit focused, but just kind of like, nice little.
Some dungeons, Jim.
Yeah, what's funny is after we fucking talked about that, I don't know if it was an article or a podcast or somebody had something bright fucking on that topic. And I was just like,
it's true though. Like why? Why can't we have like?
Why isn't there a dungeon?
Man.
Yeah. At least
I
one.
can look at. They released 3 dungeons for the Lich King patch, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's insane. That's crazy. And the patch before that, they had a dungeon. And the patch before that, I don't think they had a dungeon. They had raid.
Well, they had the Trial of Crusader. When did the Trial?
I mean?
They had the Trial of Crusader dungeon came out before ICC, right? Or was it the same?
Yes, that was patch 2 or whatever.
Right, because that was when that raid came out as well.
Ulduar didn't have
a dungeon.
Companion dungeon, yeah. But still, but also Lich King was completely replayable for such a long time because of how the game was actually set up then. But that's neither here nor there, right?
Right.
Somewhere in between.
You're right.
But no, I mean it was a great recipe because at that point, yeah, we were all at a certain level, item level, and all that other junk, right? Or what was that add-on called?
Gear score.
Fucking
Gear
score.
We were all a certain gear score. Purple. You had to be purple or higher, or else you were a scrub. If you were blue, you were a scrub. If you were green.
I'm glad I was a fucking scrub then because I didn't want anything to do with that. I'm glad we had people to play with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
yeah.
But even then, even then they had Archivon, whatever. I don't know. Gosh, Jim.
Well, that Archivon was out whenever Wintergrasp was out, right? Or did they add it later?
Yeah, and it came out, but it only had the item level 200 stuff, and then they released the
that's right,
door, which because it coincided with each patch essentially.
Oh, that's right. They had the 3 different bosses or whatever, and they weren't all available. Yeah, that was neat. Yeah. More dungeons, new dungeons. You know what I mean?
More
Just
dungeons,
something to break up the monotony.
Dungeons.
Make something fun, man. Come on, again. Make that little desert area, and then put a gun there or something.
A gun?
And you gotta just blow up a bunch of I don't know, fucking gun, and you just blow up a bunch of Jailer's forces. Maw. There's a grand Maw.
Boo.
Horses.
Boo. Grand Maw.
And you just obliterate them, right? And then boom. I don't know. I mean, there's a reason why.
You know what? Why not get back into daily quests like that, where it's we have a van, because there's a bunch of the Automa that's sitting there with guns.
Jim, I don't know. Why aren't they listening to this fucking podcast? You know what? Once upon a time, there was supposed to be aerial combat in WoW.
It
was advertised for
Lich King on the box, yeah, and they never implemented it.
Never did it, motherfuckers.
Because, I think that's they compromised, and that's where the tournament stuff came in with the mounted combat.
Yeah, the mounted combat.
I think that was supposed to be the compromise because they couldn't figure out the aerial stuff. So you got, I get it. It's not the same.
They did a damn good job otherwise, though, right? Because that's when they added the BGs with aerial guns and stuff like that. I forget what that thing's called. That one big battleground. Is it even in anymore? Where you get the oil in different areas and you gotta like bombard the gates.
No, that was in Cataclysm because that was that's one that starts with the T. Yeah, that was the one.
Oh, Strain of the Ancients was the other one because you bombarded gates in that one too, but they took it out. Strain of the Ancients.
Yeah, the other one. What the fuck was it? Terror something or whatever.
It's still in though.
I think that one is because that one had a raid in it too.
Yeah, it's the only other 40-man besides Alteric.
Yeah,
Man,
but that one had
called?
that. Fuck, I don't know.
Don't matter. The Cataclysm, whatever. It's still the mechanics they could put into the game to split it up and change it up, right? Like they got so many things they've done in the past that they could do a mixer on, right? And,
Yeah, I don't understand
and
why they don't just
drop some stuff in.
I don't understand why they don't just like steal the source code from like War Thunder and just implement aerial combat. Just hop in your P-51 and just
Played
start
it, but
flying
that
around.
sounds cool.
What? What?
They've never played it, but that sounds cool.
It's like World of Tanks.
Well, never that one either, but that sounds cool.
Yeah, World of Tanks is just
I've played World of Warcraft.
Oh.
That helps.
Wow.
But I don't know. I could, especially with the amount of lore context we reasonably should have at this point, where we are, right? There could have been dungeons that could help patch so much of that together.
Oh, there absolutely should have been more dungeons. There's no reason other than trying
Not to mention that as soon as you start the damn zone, Zoval just ports over the space to the other little island, and that's it. And it's like, okay, all right, and that's where the raid is, right? So I mean, I'm sure you eventually make your way over there or whatever. Kind of like Korthi had that little spot where you have to get over there eventually, but still, there's room. There's a big Epcot ball in the middle of the zone. We could have went in there and had a dungeon or something. I don't know. Or a motorcycle that drives inside the sphere, right? Like the circus.
The old circus shit. Yeah. Yeah.
The Death Star. That's what it is. It's a Death Star, but it's gold or something. I don't know.
Yeah, and it shot a big old beam, and he just rode the beam.
Got a big old beam.
Like Mary Poppins.
He rode the fucking beam.
What else? Oh, I did see that they are adding in character transfer packs. So you can do one character for a flat rate, 3 characters for a reduced rate, and then 6 characters. Or bundles, not a pack, like a bundle. So if you want to move more than just one character, you don't have to move every character. You can move multiple characters for less of a fee. Like, I think it's...
You get like 8 for 80 or some shit like that.
Yeah, which, I mean, is not bad compared to what it
I guess
was.
if you're moving shit around.
I mean, it's...
I definitely don't move characters nowhere near as much as I used to. Now just make a new one.
I've
Plus I don't
never...
play that often.
I've never actually character transferred. Ever.
Well, Jim, some of us have spent probably like $1,000 on it over the course of our WoW careers. So
I've never race changed either.
Yeah, I've done that too.
But I don't know. So I know Kristen has worked on her New Year's WoW resolution because she was on the other day because she was very angry at the game. So
I was very angry at the end. I was frustrated because I couldn't find anything, and it was a frustrating experience, and that's a valid experience.
It is a valid experience, but it's also, I feel like going in and expecting things to just be there, I think is a bad way
expect when something is supposed to be there, making it impossible to find, or making you have to figure out little stupid puzzle things when you have a quest that you're supposed to, like, you're supposed to get all of these stupid treasures for this stupid quest, and then not making it very easy to find those treasures is annoying to somebody who has OCD and needs to get all the treasures. Like, super effing annoying.
I hear you. And I understand you. I don't agree because to me, it wasn't so much. I'm not worried about, I don't worry about getting everything, and I'm not worried about, getting everything fast. It's like,
Yes, you are, Jim.
it took me like
Shit.
4 days to finish the story stuff, I think.
But like I'm glad that it's not as addicted as it could have been, because I'm like casually just enjoying it. I hopped on like a few minutes last night. The night before is when I played for probably like 2 hours or so. So yeah, as far as my WoW solutions, yes, I'm fulfilling that.
Well, I thought you
I
were...
I also healed on my paladin this past weekend.
That's what I was going to say.
Two different normal dungeons.
Because that was your WoW solution, not playing more, was doing the other class stuff.
That's fair. I mean, just playing in general. I kind of wanted to play because I keep paying for my account.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to pay for it and not
Well,
play it. But
I was a slacker on my WoW solution because I haven't leveled up any DKs yet since it came out. So,
womp, womp, womp.
yeah. Here I am.
I'm just happy that there's the boost gear to 226. I think that's kind of crazy.
Well, 226 was normal.
No, I think he's talking.
Cool.
You're talking about the gear in Korthia, right?
It's like 233, isn't it?
Talk about the damn gear in the new zone, Jim.
Oh,
that you
okay.
can pay with your anima.
Wait,
and get
there is?
tokens. Yes.
Oh,
226 gear. You get every damn piece for 500 anima piece.
I did not know that.
I didn't know that either.
That's good. It's kind of like
in
Magic
Haven.
It's
So it's in Haven right there. Like you just, if you're staying with Bolvar and his depressing voice, you just look to the left and the dude's over there. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, that's all he has. Just it's a broker dude, and he's got a bunch of tokens for every single spot. 226, and they're 500 anima a piece.
That's not bad.
Especially considering that the greens drop there, like 226 or something like that, or 220. I don't know.
Well, it's also nice too because the Flight Master, or there's that vendor by the Flight Master in Oribos, where you can send alts anima at a 1-to-1 ratio. It's like, yeah, it's like 1,000 or.
I mean, these are bind on. I think these are bind on account too, so they're like the light blue color.
Okay, yeah, then they'll probably be away,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, there's that fact though too. Is like he sells stuff for sending anima to alts, at no loss. He also
That's pretty cool.
He says he sells the item that automatically puts you at renown 40, and also an item that you can take to your conduit thing and get everything up to 200. And there is a thing in.
They should just do all that in one fell swoop.
Well, you can't do the conduit one until you unlock it, and you have to hit 60 to unlock that, even if you're doing Threads of Fate. So, I think you can only use it if he's only there if you do Threads of Fate where you actually select a covenant. Because if you're doing the story, you actually don't have a covenant, so I don't think you can actually set your renown. But I think there's an item there from that same guy you're talking about where you can set all your conduit stuff to 226 as well. If you have any like lower ones, and get them all, bring them all up to like a base level.
It may be like, I just glanced. There's a tons of tokens on there, but they all look the same.
Yeah.
and they all cost the same. So
Yeah.
I didn't read too much into it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's a good place to go ahead and wrap things up. You can, if you so choose, check us out at facebook.com/server restart in. Tweet us your favorite fish at server_restart. And you can probably catch us here next week. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.